Hey guys, it's your man Fit. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Want to remind you guys, I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you're interested in buying, Power Ranger Lightning Collection figurines and adding them to your collection, check out the links in the description. When you guys purchase directly through those links, it supports my channel, no extra cost for you, so go ahead and check them out. And if you are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. So when I review these comic books, I look at 3 different criteria: the good, the bad, and the Morphin. So starting off with the good. The Omega Rangers training, on their ship, they're sparring and they're training, because the gravity and everything's a little bit different in space and some of the battles that they fight, so I really enjoy seeing just those little moments where they're not necessarily in a battle, but, they're just training and kind of working with each other. I thought that was a fun scene, and the artwork always is on point within these books. The big white alien tiger, Yale, looks very similar to the White Light, comic books that they had, for the White Ranger, and they have that spirit alien white tiger thing. It looks similar, probably different, but I wonder if there'll be any type of connection with that. The Omega Rangers are back in Angel Grove for the weekend, but it's not really for a vacation. It's really so they can converse with Zordon. But what I do like is seeing both the Omega Rangers team and the MMPR team both on the same page at the same time. It's just always fun seeing those characters together. The Omega Rangers, they stress to Zordon that this new creature, the Imperial, has wiped out an entire civilization on a distant planet. Millions died, and that creature could be headed to Earth next. So the Omega Rangers, they need Zordon and Alpha 5 to tell them anything that they know about this new creature, the Imperial. But unfortunately, Zordon and Alpha, they don't know anything about this guy. But there is somebody who does, Lord Draken. Which leads the Omega Rangers to asking Zordon if they could take Lord Draken out of his containment so he could help them in aiding finding where this, creature is, the Imperial, because he's the only one who's basically their lead. So we got an interesting situation with the Omega Rangers and Lord Draken. Getting into the bad of this comic. At first, I kind of felt like the Omega Rangers, they couldn't break away from the MMPR team and any kind of little cameos with the friends of Angel Grove. Omega Rangers, they're back in Angel Grove because they need answers. They need help on finding any type of lead on this new Imperial creature. And that's why they're back in Angel Grove, is to consult with Zordon to get some type of help. So it's not just for the sake of, the cameos, which that's kind of what I felt at first. I was like, man, they can't hold a comic just by themselves, but there was purpose for it. So, if I could pick apart any bad thing in the comic, that would be it. But, as I continued to read on, I was like, okay, it makes sense. So I can give you all a pass. I love the sparring session and the dialogue with Rocky and Jason. It was just a really sweet and awesome kind of pass the torch moment between the original Red Ranger and this new Red Ranger, where he's like, hey, the Red Rangers that were before me, this is Rocky speaking. He's like, they were all leaders. You were a leader. Grace Sterling, she was a leader. And me, I'm the Red Ranger, but I'm not the leader. I don't feel like a leader. But Jason's like, look, dude, the city is still safe. My friends are still safe. You're saving the world. That, you're a leader. You're a hero. You should definitely feel proud of yourself and don't count yourself any less. You're a part of this team. You're a part of something that's great. And I think that was cool, just to have the original Red Ranger kind of speaking into, the new generation. I also really love the moment between Tommy and Trini where she's explaining, like, there were literally millions of people from a distant planet that died because of this Imperial creature. And, they have to do something about it. If they don't do something about this, then that's on them. But then Tommy's like, well, he agrees with Zordon, like, we can't risk letting Draken free to save one planet and risk the whole universe collapsing. So that's a risk that they can't take either. And then who is that going to be on if that happens, if Draken, becomes free and turns on them? But again, Trini's kind of saying like, hey, there were millions of these people that died on a distant planet. Earth could be next, so we have to do something. So I thought it was a real tense moment, between, leadership within the Ranger teams of, really, figuring out what's the right thing to do here. The Omega Rangers break Lord Draken free. I know we all seen it coming. It was gonna happen. Poor Alpha 5. He always getting jacked up, man. But I really did love Alpha's little Alpha drones. Those were cool. I also noticed that Lord Draken's got this green energy light kind of flowing through his eyes. So is that like the green chaos crystal stuff connection? Or does that have, is it something else? you know, I guess we'll find out. But I'm interested, you know, to kind of see, you know, what those little details mean. And who is this new Green Ranger? Since he's leaving with the Omega Rangers, you know, did he accept Grace Sterling's offer? Like, you know, what happened? Maybe he did. And maybe he could teleport back and forth. I don't know. Maybe it's not him. Maybe he's not the Green Ranger. Maybe it is Matt. But we'll find out. So I'm curious now. You know, my curiosity has just skyrocketed since this comic. Zordon catches the Omega Rangers, you know, releasing Lord Draken out of his containment. And Zordon's pretty much like, look, I won't hesitate to use everything in my ability, all of my power to stop you guys. I want you to know that. And then Jason's like, he steps up to Zordon and he's like, look, maybe you've been on Earth a little too long to remember that there are other planets outside of this world that need help. And I was like, damn! Like, it was a moment, man. It was crazy. I really like the tensity. I really like, you know, where this story is going, and I love the fact that both Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers coincide. Like, you have these two different stories that are going on, but it's all happening at the same time. It's all in the same universe, and you have these little things, little characters that's all connected as, you know, this story leads to something bigger. You know, so I thought there were some really good, rich moments within this comic, man. Now Lord Draken is with the Omega Rangers as the cliffhanger at the end of this comic. So who knows what's gonna happen next, man? Is he gonna get a new Ranger form? Will he get his old Ranger powers back? Or is he the new Green Ranger? You guys let me know what your theories are in the comments below. And lastly, getting into my lightning rating, I give this a good 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 lightning bolts for me. The artwork was awesome. The story was on point. I definitely felt the tension, and it definitely had that sense of urgency, you know, in terms of the story. It definitely drew you in. So I'm excited to see what happens next. 4 out of 5 lightning bolts from me. Again, guys, I am an Amazon affiliate, so check out those links below if you want to support the channel and add some cool Power Rangers merchandise to your collection without any extra cost. Check out those links and purchase directly through those. It definitely helps out the channel, so check them out. And again, if you guys are new and you like this video and you've been seeing some of my other content, make sure you guys subscribe and like this video. Join the squad. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you for the next comic book review. Peace! By the way, yes, the glasses are new. It's just like screen protecting reading glasses, and you know, I was like, yeah, you know, it gives me dimensions. It makes me look like Dr. Oliver. You know what I mean? Now I gotta start wearing all black. I gotta get a black dino suit. Let's do it. It's morphin' time. Ooh-yah!